All right. Meaning, all righty. Go tits and go tits here. All righty. Get done right there. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at Northwest of Maxim. How are you? All righty, y'all. We'd like to welcome you, as always, to our 7HealStar.com astrology firm, 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. And I am here with my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, and they are
Islam. I am Parisa my Bay. How art thou? Islam. As we wait patiently. Yes.
Yeah, it's muted, but it's all good. Oh man, got it here on this device also. Got it, Brother Benjamin? I know they can see that.
You're muted, sir. Saya. Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, that was Brother Benjamin, ladies and gentlemen. And, hey, man, we was just discussing the transits prior to, hitting the live button. It's little electronic difficulties. So it's just okay, yeah. And then you had mentioned the quote unquote flying square to in and out. The applying square pertaining to Uranus and Saturn, actually. It is interesting to see, because they would be the co-ruler for 11th house energies. And I think we were basically witnessing, for the most part, depending on East Coast, Eastern time zone and Central time zone differences in which sign is where on the 10th and 11th house cusp. But mainly it was like Baltimore Corporation Venus at the moment, and Mercury are ruling the 12 houses. What'd you say? Yeah, we can hear you now, bro.
Anyway, am I getting too?
Say that again, bro.
Getting too?
All I heard was 2.
I think he said, am I delineating too?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, if that's what he said. I mean, of course he's giving testimonies. That's why he's here.
Yeah, am I? Because I have no idea if I am. I don't think I am. Because I'm not from there. But yeah.
Oh, you mean like for like, well, if I'm not mistaken, what I thought happened last cycle, Brother Sean came in, and this is what I thought was Sean's weather time. I mean, either one. Sean, were you? If I'm mistaken, is this your weather report cycle? Because the last week you came in for our Brother Benjamin. Because Brother Benjamin, you had engagements.
Yeah, I had to slide out, but I feel like we kind of could have maybe talked over it. I mean, it's sort of kind of. I mean, I don't mind, but I was delineating that. For sure.
Okay, bro. It doesn't matter. You can freestyle Wednesday or Brother Sean. Either one. That's why I didn't know. That's why when we were speaking earlier, before me hitting the live button, I was like, let me make sure I got the order properly.
I feel like maybe me and Brother Sean should have, I guess, talked about it, but as far as I don't think it's my turn to go, but I wouldn't mind filling in because I don't want to be blindsided with it. I don't know if Brother Sean looked at the thing or not as far as the day, but yeah.
Hey, Brother Sean, you ready?
And I'll step like Wayne to the mic and rap city. You feel me?
Hey, yo.
Whatever. Let's do it. Let me bring Brother Sean in. As spotlight. Boom shakalaka. There we go. Right? Yeah, man, that works out. Yeah, either one. Yeah, because I knew. I was like, hold on. I thought last cycle, because like I said, Brother Benjamin had a family engagement to tend to, so that's we can't with no problem at all. However, now I was just thinking like, I thought it was Brother Sean, but okay, so Brother Sean, you have Friday, and pardon me if I'm not mistaken,
No,
you
I should
have
Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
hold on.
Because I think I did Friday and Monday last week.
Wait, hold on.
No.
I got Thursday and Tuesday. Brother Benjamin would have had Friday and Monday. And then Brother Hassan would have had Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
If we're not mistaken.
That's from last cycle, because I ended off last cycle. Right.
Yeah, I did Friday and I did the holy day and Friday and Monday last cycle.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. I can go check. I don't know.
Bruh.
Give me any days. I delineate.
That's what I was saying.
It really doesn't matter. But
yeah,
oh no, because I did have Saturday and Sunday because Jag was like, oh, because he thought he had the one day with no transits and it happened up to be like the next week. And I was like, oh yeah, that's all me, Brother Jag. Either or. I'm for it all, bro.
You good, bro.
Wow, that's okay, that's sweet, man. Okay, so I had Thursday and Tuesday last cycle. And it's interesting because there's so much work going on that it's not like a matter of like, of course, the whole printer situation not happening yet. So it's like, I'm digitally looking at everything. So it's like, let me just double check. So yeah, before we went live, I asked like, I took a survey to make sure. But yeah, you re-jogging my memory now, Brother Sean. You are absolutely correct because Brother Jag, you was like, yeah, man. Oh, I don't have anything for Sunday. He's like, whoa, that's the next cycle. And now, matter of fact, that's Brother Sean. So yeah, I think that is actually correct. So okay, I got Friday and Monday. This is gonna be fun because I know I was Freestyle Wednesday in either way because for me, I'm gathering. I'm doing a lot of gathering and recollective study. So as well as been doing a lot of audio engineering as well as songwriting. So it's like there's a few things that I'm actively doing as well as still, getting together the new office. So with that being said, just graduation and getting adjusted to, the next levels. So however, with that being said, guys, hey, look, we'd like to welcome you to our 7-day, right? Tropic Medical AstroWeather report, right? And really go in on these things because I actually kind of have a plan on how I'm going to do my Freestyle Wednesday, and I've been contemplating, having my water rejuvenation session that some of us will shower, and anyway. So I'm just, rejuvenating. I was like, you know what? I'm going to look at things like this. And so I'm going to see what it is because I think I'm seeing things to come next cycle. All right. And very interestingly, now the moons ingress Leo, right? We're over that void of course now, right? We have the moon ingressing Leo is 7 minutes in, actually. All right, so it's been about 14 minutes since the moon has ingressed Leo. All righty, and we are really about to get things underway. Pardon me. Ingressed in Taurus. Pardon me. It's in Taurus. So, with that being Mercury in Leo, right? Y'all, right? Because that was a moon wearing Mercury. Faux pas.
Yes. I concur.
And loving so I
Mercury is it's scoring Mars too. Fly.
And I'm having a return as we're speaking while we're this weather. I'm just kind of like, what? Like, you know, so they're actually happening collectively in the house. It's like, you know,
yeah,
man, that's so interesting. So with that being said, introducing our one of our six magnificent brothers in the humor, please. Brother Sean, I yield the floor to you on your introduction. I'm gonna get this other computer back on.
Oh yeah, Brother Sean Alim, also known as Braveheart Ale. All is well.
Hello, mate.
Hola, Mercury hermano.
Sí.
Yes, sir. Ski.
All right. Bananas and tea. All right, so got the fruit and herbal tea here. Right? Just real. The herbal tea first, but we won't go there. Don't tell my mother mistress consort. No, I'm kidding. All right, so hey, Brother Sean, I say that since I got the keyboard too, man, I should be able to do like the sound effects. So I want to see how I can incorporate that too, bro. Just kind of.
Oh, we bringing it back. Oh yeah, Jack said, when is Brother Corey coming back?
You know what I mean? Hit the different sound effects. Let's have feedback. See how that can actually happen. That would be really fun. Alrighty, so let me, without further ado, let me just get to the screen share here and just have some fun here. I think I'm at the helm the whole time this cycle, so no remote controlling, brother. Jack.
I could actually possibly pull her up, so, you know, mid session, you know, I can get the helm. Yeah. See.
So Thursday and Tuesday will be Brother Jack, Friday and Monday I, and Saturday, Sunday, which is no transit Sunday. While after the moon makes a sextile flying trying to Saturn all Sunday. Then Brother Sean also has Wednesday. So Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday is Brother Sean. Alrighty, so with that being said, let me do the next sunrise solar ascendant conjunction. Or is it 21st?
21st.
Let's do the next one. And it should be at 06 and 56 seconds. All right, that's excellent. This was actually behind me there. However, let's do a screen. Bring it a little closer. However, let's actually do the calendar first, guys, that we're giving drivers testimony for these next 7 days. All right. And that is actually for, as you see here, our 7HealStar Astro Count, March Aries 2022 to February Pisces 2023. Quote, time never was when man was not, in quoting. We are quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali doing religious corporate activity, being prophet, noble, true, Ali. And we're giving our diverse testimony for the moon cycle that actually deals with water sign Cancer, dealing with the sky, the crab, ruled by Luna, anciently and contemporarily. And the moon, this particular month, this moon cycle also had fire sign dealing with one, ancient, temporarily ruled by soul, right? Sun. All right, so here, guys, you see we're giving our diverse testimony today for the 21st. Now, make sure I go and update the website and put there the most recent one. Now that in my Sunday, it's time to rise, grind, and shine. right? So shine within the grind, so to speak, as it said. However, I got just letting the ideas flow and just staying creative. So with that being said, guys, we're giving our diverse testimony for the 21st through the 27th July 2020. Woo! All right, so you guys see here for Thursday. All right, kicking it off Thursday, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay giving his testimony for that lunar Martian conjunction. Then the next 5 testimonies for the 22nd will be given by Brother Hassan Ghazi Bay. 5 testimonies for the 23rd, that Saturday, will be Brother Sean Alim L. Then for the 24th, for that glorious denotation pertaining to 0 transit, will be Sean Alim L, as he will still inform us about where it is and when the sunrise and sunset is. 25th being that
what
Monday.
You call it kickback Sunday.
I know, right? No transit. So when stuff isn't transiting, does it mean that it's still not moving? Because everything still vibrates. So we just call it. Do we call it vibration Sunday? I don't know. I don't know. Kickback vibration Sunday. Okay. Anyway, 25th July is Brother Hassan Ghazi. Testimonies there. Tuesday is Brother Terrell Tamari Bay for those 4 testimonies, and then closing out for the last 3 testimonies. And talking about that moon void, of course, closing out Cancer is Brother Sean Alim L. So that's your lineup for the 21st through 27th. I am to stop the screen share here. I'm going to stop the screen share over here. We can get that going for you all. All righty. Hit OK there and start the screen share here. All right, and let's get it going. I yield the floor to my beloved brother in whom I am well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay Islam.
Oh, yeah, right. Islam. Right. So we have the 21st of July, 1442, 2022. The sun is at 28 degrees Cancer, 39 minutes. Yes, it is. Yeah, so this Thursday, it would just, be best to control, your anger and, your emotions, so to speak. With Mercury and Mars doing this thing and whatnot. Could be assuming authority. So just be patient and don't be over aggressive. Instead of using your anger to do something destructive, use it for something constructive, right? You can create something, build something. If you got, boxing gloves, you should probably hit the mitts or something like that. Work out maybe. Just use your anger or frustration or whatever for something, to bring something benefic to the forefront. But Moon conjunct Mars, that's pretty much that, right? So it's a lot of tension and some sort of courage is here now, so to speak. The Moon's in Taurus, so very artistic and being more open and outspoken in the things that you are, interested in, so to speak. So Moon and Mars, 11 degrees, 16 minutes in Taurus, right? And they are in the 8th house, right? Yeah, Venus is in the 9th house. Yeah, so, yeah, just, really just connect to the things that you find, philosophically pleasing or, intellectually pleasing. The things that, move you artistically or, musically, or, whatever you're building or whatever foundations you may be laying, literally or, figuratively in your mind or, artistically or metaphorically, so to speak. Kind of find a way to bring it to the, physical, so to speak. If it's metaphysical, find a way to bring it to, the concrete reality, so to speak. And if it's already something that's physical and, the foundation has been laid, I would say, to, be mindful and not move too fast, so to speak. Really watch the way your seeds are growing and the way you're producing, whatever you've been, producing, the way it's been growing, just really nurture it properly. So you aren't, regretting certain decisions you've made based off of, moving too fast. Just basically everything that's glitters and gold, sort of, right? It's Moon conjunct Mars and everything. Yeah, so be mindful on what you say you value, because your value system is pretty much in your face now. So now, what are you going to do with that? With that, I yield the floor. Islam.
All righty. Is on I. Thank you, my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased. It is for the 22nd, for a holy day, right? If I'm not mistaken, for holy day. 22nd July 2022, right? 0600 hours, 2 minutes, 44 seconds. We're having a solar ascendant conjunction there, right? And we have it at 29 degrees, 36 minutes, right? Let's see what we got going on. All right, Uranus is what I have. Going to have a conjunction with Uranus after that Martian conjunction, right? All right, so with that being said, okay, so we have Luna clearly in her exaltation sign in Taurus, all righty. And if you really look at Luna, she has a mutual reception with Venus, right? So she's coming off with, a 5-point mutual reception off the break, right? And then she is in her exaltation sign, so she earns herself 4 more points. Okay. Then she has the 5 face to be in mutual reception with Saturn. So she's the strongest planet, like she's the strongest chart, especially the time at the sunrise. And we could just really check here, right? Really check here in the essential dignities. I didn't even know you could do that, Jag. Awesome. So you check here in the essential dignities table, like you see the moon, right? She's earning 5 points right there for being in mutual reception with Venus by sign, of course, right? Venus is in Taurus, right? And then, Venus is, in her exaltation sign also, right? So 5 and 4 gets her 9. And then she's in mutual reception with Saturn by face and how things are. Now, interestingly, she's on Jupiter's term. So at this time, how is Luna governing this solar ascendant conjunction, right? So when we go and look at Jupiter, right? Jupiter is in mutual reception by exaltation with the sun. Look at that. Cookie, Astro Cookie. You earned yourself 4 points. And that's the only 4 points you got there, buddy. However, with that being said, the conditions that Jupiter is under, if you just really kind of look around, what else is at 8? Nothing else is really at 8. However, there is quite the square applying when Venus is approaching 8 degrees Cancer, right? Just a few degrees off from that. Mercury is applying trine actually to that. So those are the conditions under which, when we're talking about Jupiter ruling over the moon, who's Jupiter's controlling the terms under which the moon is really controlling this solar ascendant conjunction. And there's some conditions there that, with being under its own dispositorship with its pole ruler there with it in the 9th house, actually. So now the terms and conditions of even here, I just really think that people are really going to be kind of having some fascination in denial with the values that are communicated to them and how they can be able to even ascend within themselves of even securing some things that will be necessary to allow them to maybe grasp, some things that will kind of take them out of their comfort zone. So I would just even give a brief little foresight saying, some kind of a prediction. for a holy day, 22nd July 2022, right? Which later on, Sol will be making its ingress into Leo. I will say here is where people will, really, really allow themselves to make more of an erudite decision in how they go about really valuing things, even valuing interactions with one another. So it really put you in a place where you're not even wasting time with meaningless conversations, right? Doesn't add to the value that is. So with that being said, right, I am looking at a pre-solar ascendant conjunction, kind of conjunction with Luna and Uranus, right? So previous to the sunrise, you have Luna and Uranus taking their conjunction about 0200 hours and 14 minutes, really 13 minutes and 33 seconds thereafter, right? And if I did that properly, okay, good. Yeah, you do have remote controls. Wanted to make sure, bro. All right, so 0200 hours, 13 minutes and 33 seconds, guys. Just really just paying attention to Luna's conditions again. Luna is now at a positive 13. Like, she's like really showing off mutual reception with Venus while exalted in her own triplicity. So she's like really piling it on with the easy 12 right there. 5, 4, and 3 gets you 12, right? Plus that 1 by being in her own face, right? So now, we can really just really look at this conjunction be one where it's Mars is there in the 12th, right along with that conjunction by which it's ruling. So actively securing some fundamental changes in the direction that you're going opposite your comfort zone really allows you to encompass fully the values necessary pertaining to, like, you may be having some fascination and denial with family. You're really, really good at something, and some loved ones that you expect support from, you may really see that you're not going to get it. So now you have this radical unveiling within yourself that allows you to no longer expect that validation from those loved ones. So now you are really allowing yourself to isolate those family values that were expected. However, now you're driven to really secure an innovative means in, going in the direction opposite of your comfort zone. So you can do that by really allowing the communication within your own heart to be one where you can really gain from this fascination and denial, and even be very monkish with chopping away, those portions of your inner bonsai tree that aren't beneficial to your growth. Why allow yourself to look for the booers to be your cheerleaders? Here is where you can let all expected cheerleaders who are not cheerleading, you can let them go, so that those that really care about what it is that you do, and we're not saying that you need you out there doing things for the efforts of cheerleading. When I say cheerleading, we're speaking support system. And this is where I think you will find that your support system is really those that have taken the time to even isolate themselves to be able to conjure within themselves the means necessary to be able to even recognize what it is that you are even providing humanity, so that they can be able to go, you know what, I think I like that. I would love to be able to use that for myself and my loved ones. So let me get 3 of them type energy. So that's what you're really getting from this transit here. Now you're flowing that one. My next one is a lunar Saturnian quartile happening approximately 18 minutes after noon. 17 minutes and 14 seconds after 1200, actually. To be exact, 22nd July, right? 2022, right? On the holy day. Luna's in the 8th house in Taurus. Saturn's in the 5th house. 8th house is 4th from the 5th. So what is it with your teacher's mother, right? Interestingly, one could actually have a very eye-opening conversation with their grandmother or grandfather. I'm going to go with grandmother on this one. I got a very acute feeling that, man, this is this is actually pretty interesting. Imagine finding out like your grandmother and grandfather are actually cousins or like brother and sister. Yeah, I know, right? I wasn't trying to take it there. Like, however, let's really look at what I'm really saying here. A means to actually have an astrological mind. However, one could actually maybe even point out that one of your uncles or aunts could have possibly been a product of maybe a consensual or non-consensual interaction between like your grandmother and their brother, or your grandfather and his aunt. Like, you guys will see that. If anybody doesn't have that conversation, cool, fine. I mean, I'm not doing my going with astrology. I'm just going with the psychic impulse that I'm really getting here at this moment. It's like, whoa, I didn't even really want to see that. However, I'm really seeing that, you know, I think people are going to really find out some things about their past. That's not their immediate past. It'll do with probably either the mom or the grandmom. I really am going grandparent level here. Seriously. Somebody's going to find out that one of the siblings, or it's going to come up that the sibling is a different sibling from other siblings because the first sibling was actually a sibling of, you know, the grandmother and her brother. So your grandmother and your grand uncle actually have a child that you thought was some other kind of relative, and now you're finding out that's not who that is. That's all I really have for that one. I yield the floor. In other words, look at that as you inheriting some information from the past that you thought that you saw one way, and you really had, you know, probably base your life on it. However, now you have a little more clarity to why things had moved a certain way and why certain interactions with certain family members were a certain way, because you just didn't have that information. However, it could also be dealing with, you know, you within some type of quote unquote career or venture in life, and you had that similar experience of having some information unveiled to you that's like, oh, okay, now I get it, now I can move like this, right? Luna sextiling Neptune, right? So Luna is clearly in the 6th house. All right, sextiling Neptune. Their partile, their partile sextile is at 25 degrees, 17 minutes. Luna is still exalted in Taurus by sign. Neptune, dominant by sign, of course, and Pisces there, right? Co-ruling, of course, with Jupiter over the 4th. Well, Jupiter is also ruling the 2nd. What we're actually seeing here, guys, still a very strong Luna. I mean, Luna is very strong. She's at like 10, 13, 10, 10, as far as her overall score. All right, so I really see us really bringing home a means to really, serve some beauty that will really allow us to actively innovate some things that, we're headed towards. I really think you guys will be able to say that there's, some electronic application of some sort that you're used to using, your company's, you're acquainted, so to speak, to using it a certain way. And now there's been a modification, and now you're going about making sure you comprehend the modifications that's been made or the updates or the upgrades. Now, with that being said, you're really reinstituting a way to kind of feel at home with how you've been isolating yourself within this particular, program. So I really see that this is a means for you to allow yourself to learn the new program. I think you guys will probably be getting into some sort of, just earlier speaking with my brother about my nephew, taking up coding. So I really see, a lot of you guys here probably allowing yourselves to really do some kind of like website programming, coding, building apps, building softwares, things of that nature, software programming. That's kind of what I see really going on here, because, this 4th and 6th house, those are 3 houses apart from each other. So communication is the overall theme between the houses. However, it's on the levels that are immediately dealing with, securing oneself, feeling at home, and making sure one is being served well as far as serving others, maybe minimalizing as much in-house competition is necessary. So therefore bringing something innovative to the whole that really allows them to, have an easier experience with whatever program application and or software programming means that it may be. With that, I yield the floor. The next thing that I have after this that occurred at 1500 hours, 44 minutes and 57 seconds, which was this lunar Neptunian sextile. I have a solar ingress. Okay, so sun's dominant now. All right, so the sun score is going to go up just a little bit, right? Having a +8 still behind Luna there. All right, so the sun ingresses Leo. This is interestingly an 8th house ingress. So Luna is ruling over Sol's ingress into its dominating sign. So look, even though the sun is the brightest, even in this moment, Mother is ruling over Sun. She's doing it from the 6th house. All right, so it's the 6th and 8th house. So again, communication is the overall theme in terms of the overall area. However, we're looking at, making sure we're being able to serve the values and relating. All righty, so we are really allowing ourselves, when it comes to the 7th house midpointing both the 6th and the 8th, when it comes to relations, we're really allowing our subconscious mind to take the values and how we're going to serve one another. We're isolating those values, bringing it to the relationship and how we're relating, and then those values that are, coming out on the other end within the 8th house really allows us to deal with some fascination and allowing those values and allowing those faded relationships that are really near and dear to our heart. It will really allow us to be able to maybe allow some joint energies between one another. All right. For us to be able to learn from one another, to be able to see the ideas and the values in one another's ideas. that's how I'm really seeing the solar ingress. All right, so, and interestingly, also, Luna being exalted while ruling over the solar ingress really just speaks to where we really need to have our hearts and minds really in, serving the family values. Really, guys, we really need to just really see that the goal here is serving one another so that we can thrive in times to come. I mean, it's 6th house and 8th house. I don't care what anyone you say, like serving one another, that's beautiful. Why? So that the future can be, there can be something inherited for our little ones later. So this is just really showing that mother is full and fertile and exalted and able to serve and be served while even ruling over, bringing light to the inheritance and things, because this sun is ingressing Leo right after egressing the 9th house. So it's just entering the 8th house, just entering inheritance, just entering joint ventures, just entering the values and how we relate with one another. So with our heart just entering into that, we're allowing our subconscious mind to be exalted in how it's serving those values. And I yield the floor in my last testimony to get to this void of course, where Luna is having a harmony with Pluto. So it's a Luna Plutonian trine. And Luna is clearly at 27 degrees, Taurus 17 minutes, 27 degrees, Capricorn 17 minutes retrograde, or Pluto is in the 1st house being ruled by Saturn, ruling the 1st house, while the Leo Aquarian axis is intersected, of course, in the 1st and 7th house. So with Saturn strongly ruling the 1st house, with Aquarius also intercepted within it, it just really goes to show that we are really seeing the transformative, fruit that we can actually gain nutrition from within ourselves. We can actually find some structural nutrition in the astrology that we have sought to prove it wrong. All right, there's some of you out there, and I'm not saying we, that's us, like that's 7HealStar. I'm just saying there's some people out there that have sought to prove some things wrong with astrology, and you're actually are seeing some things within your own heart. There are some experiences from your past. There's some memories you're going to have. And when this occurs, you're really going to be able to it's going to be tied in with your mom some kind of way. I got a feeling, I'm not sure if you're going to have a video chat with your mom of some sort. You're going to maybe possibly, your brother is going to remind you something about your mom, and that really sets you on the course to going about really coming to some closure or something. If this is dealing with a funeral type energy, because again, we're not doing room astrologists, I got a feeling this is one of those funerals or something like a party afterwards or something. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe look at it like there's just some growing pain that it was anticipated with gloom, with either doom and gloom. It was anticipated. However, once you got through it and got to the other side, like, holy fucking shit, I had nothing to worry about the whole time. This is actually better than what I thought. I thought I was going to lose this, but I'm actually gaining this. Yeah, kind of energy. So that's how I see that day with that moon going void, of course. And when it goes void, of course, it will be void, of course, as it looks like here, going from 1900 to 2300, actually 045. All right, so that gives us a good 5 hours just off of that alone. And plus you add 15 and 11, you get 26. So Luna's going to be void, of course, for about 5 hours and 26 minutes here. You guys can check the math again. So it's going to be void, of course, from 1945 minutes till about 0100 and 11 minutes thereafter. So it gives me about 5 hours and 26 minutes pertaining to Luna being void, of course. So make no major transactions between those times. A lot of people thinking like, who's going to be making transactions between 7:45 p.m. Eastern and 1:11 a.m. Eastern? Well, you know how sometimes people may just, oh, hey, look, I had this idea. Let me order something from off of Amazon or whatever, any other place you like to order things from online. And it's between those hours. It's like, hey, moon void, of course, is buyer's remorse. So do all your transacting either prior to 1945 Eastern on the 22nd July 2022, or wait till after 100 hours and 11 minutes. That's 100 hours and 11 minutes. That's 1:11 ante meridian. All right, 1:11 a.m. on the 23rd. All righty, July 2022. That is Saturday. In which Brother Sean Ali Mel will be giving his diverse testimonies for, and I yield the floor to he, Islam.
Islam, broski.
Islam.
Come on, all weird. There you go. All righty, let's get this thing started for the Saturn day. All right, so we are at sunrise of the sun conjunct the ascendant. Just get your shine on all Leo season, and we'll get into our first aspect. Let's see so I can keep track of it too. Oh, we got Luna Ingress Gemini. Yeah,
I got you. 2 seconds. I got you.
Oh, you all good. It's no rush, broski. Doski.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see. Ooh. All right, there you go, Chad. All right, how you? Cool.
Right. All right. Let's see. Thought I heard him coming. Alrighty. All right, so we have a Luna Ingress Gemini. All righty. So this will be occurring in the not the fourth house, the first house of self. All righty, guys. So when it comes to this, looking at this from the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic here, we can really look at, there's just going to be some communications, between, just how we, look at ourselves, how do others see us, is there a conversation that needs to be had? It's like, yeah, I see you doing this, or, or this is what I think about you, or, just having that dual nature conversations right here. And also getting that, there's going to be some short trips taken, maybe, see a local nature park, or, the next so-called town over, to go have a walk or something. Also, let's see, what else can we get for that? Pardon me. Also, with Luna being in Gemini here, I'm gonna say, man, yeah, I'm getting also somebody's gonna have a nice talk with one of their siblings here. They're gonna really have that conversation that's probably been due for a while, or they're gonna just be like, hey, man, let's remember we did this when we were younger, all these times we had, or playing these different type of games. I gotta sneeze. I don't want to come out. But all right, I think I'm gonna yield for that for the Luna Ingress Gemini here. This is gonna be some, some communications, between the home, between the siblings, taking you some short trips, really finding ways to, rid and break away from the anxiety here. All right. And next up, continuing on the Saturn day, July 23rd, 2022, at 1357 hours, 157 post meridian. We have a lunar and solar sextile. So this is just a growth opportunity here. So we have lunar there and the 12th, and we have Sol and the 3rd. Ooh, so pertaining to what I said about the solar ingress, this is a great time to really, just look within and see, how can you get creative? In what ways can you bring your thoughts and ideas to the forefront? Bring them from the ethers and really manifest that here in the physical, the 5 cycle. Because on your mental here, you're going to be thinking about ways to shine, or you can also be thinking about the children here. And so when you looking within, Luna is going to bring this healing to everyone. This opportunity to really just let the light be shined upon, just the subconscious beliefs here. So, what needs to go, what needs to be communicated, what needs to be hashed out. And also, what new things can you do, to add on to, your daily routine, or what you do that really can just improve, not improve yourself overall, but those around you here. Also that there's going to be some conversations going on. There's going to be some valuable conversation had with one's neighbors, or there's going to be an event thrown that's going to be like, hey, I'm getting like kind of like one of those, sip and paint type ordeals, or I don't know why I'm getting kickball. It's gonna be like some really nice kickball tournament or game, helps, bring everybody together, and really just find these different ways to let the inner child come out, and just not being nervous about things, and, really just having fun and being curious about life again, finding this new found inspiration, within yourself to, to just have fun. Yes, we know we have to be serious, about things, but really finding a way to just enjoy ourselves with what we do. So if you don't have your holy crown, hey, go read one of my favorite chapters, chapter 12, where Jesus teaches the common people how to obtain eternal happiness here. So, just in whatever, we do with our jobs, our careers, really just finding ways to get creative, to express what needs to be had, and just showing some love here. So I'm going to yield for this solar lunar sextile growth opportunity. So just, looking at the as above, so below of your conscious and your subconscious, so that you can let the light be shined upon some things that, one tried to hide away or ignore. All right. And so next up here, we have Mercury, Jupiter trine. Hey, this is, our harmonious aspect here. So this is occurring at 1300 hours, 52 minutes, or 152 post meridian, right? So we've got Jupiter in the 5th, and we have Mercury in the 9th house. So this is just some creative higher learning here. So this, is a really great time to, if you haven't, really started, deciding to change your philosophy of communicating, this is a really great time just to become open just to some new things here. Jupiter, being right there in the 5th house of creativity and children. So there's going to be some ways to really, just take what thoughts you have and really be able to start writing those down and putting it into different teaching courses or different classes for the children here. And even this is foreign. So yeah, someone foreign here, I got a feeling someone foreign here is going to come up with a course that's going to be able to teach all the children all across, Midgard, Earth, Mother Gaia, whatever ways you like to found it, so that everyone, it doesn't matter what culture, background or social background that you have, this is be ways to teach everyone to meet, not to, to meet everyone where they're at with, stand on that square, stand on that point of the higher learning here. I'm also getting that, this is some creative fire here. So really taking that creative fire and putting that into ways and means that everyone can learn and enjoy themselves. And, with that, it's going to bring, a healing. So it's like this is like like one of my old tarot pools there. It was like initiation by fire. So you're going to be able to really cleanse, your mind, your mental, was just this new philosophy, this new wisdom that you have, and really be able to put that in means of a service or just put into a book. So, if you want to create a book, hey, this is a great time to start it. Or if you started it and you kind of been getting writer's block, as they say, and you can really finish it up with this aspect here, with this Mercury, Jupiter trine, taking your knowledge, your philosophy, your wisdom, and really being able to put that down in ways that you can show everyone how to shine, and being, more about us, bigger than something bigger than you here, with this Mercury, Jupiter trine. And yeah, I'm a yield. Just pay attention to your transformation. Really just look at how much you have grown. Forget what everybody else say. You have grown, even if nobody else sees it. And I'll yield. And get into the next aspect. And it's looking like we got a Luna, Jupiter sextile. All right. It's like a harmonious Saturday right here. All right. So let's see where we're at. There's Luna. Okay. Boom. There's Luna right there. All right. So we've got on this lovely Saturn day, we've got Luna at 8 degrees Gemini in the 5th house. And we've got Jupiter right there posted up in the 3rd house. Definitely slowing down. So, when we go to 3 and 5 here, so, when it comes to, our mental creativity here, so there's an opportunity to really look at, for the creators or the artists or, actors or, those different type of avenues. You can really look at, what you have done and really, have that talk with someone or even within yourself and really start to find ways to expound and expand upon how you get creative on how you really do things here. So it's like, yeah, I've been doing great. I've did all these things. Now, what steps can I really take in order to, really take things to that next level here, with this growth opportunity aspect. And I'm also getting, it's going to be a collab here, with someone's siblings. Somebody's going to, create something with one of their like brothers or sisters. They're like, hey, I've got this really great idea, that I thought we can really, put together. So now I'm going to do this and really, really do something beautiful here. And whether it's one of their siblings or they could even do something with their mother, it's like, hey, yo, mom, I've really got this great idea. I have this, this knowledge that yes, that it might seem foreign to you, but if you don't want to look at how I do it, let me show you another way that you can relate to that so that you can understand, so that now we can really start to move forward and really, start expanding the community. Because we know that proper knowledge and proper wisdom really, gets, is what the community needs here. So with Luna being in the 5th, you're going to be able to really, take, the one side of things, with the collective does, and now you can really, mash that together with the higher learning and make it to where what seems foreign to most can make them really feel at home. They just have to, clearing that gap that bridge in between it, that disconnect. So yeah, I'm a yield for this. So this lunar Jupiterian, growth opportunity sextile is really, closing the gap between the connect and disconnect, so that things that seem foreign or shunned, can really, bring some healing to the mental. Let's see where we're at now. All righty. So, man, look at this. There's a lot of harmonious aspects on the Saturday. This is really lovely here. All right. So next up, we have another sextile growth opportunity. So we have a Luna Mercurian sextile. So we've got 5 and 7 here. All right. So we know that Luna is still transiting Gemini at 9 degrees, 9 minutes. And Mercury is 9 degrees, 9 minutes as well. All right. So here, this is some, really able to really, this is some self-care here. So really expounding upon the foundations of one's self-care, and also just with one's loved one, right? So, for those that are in partnerships, you're really able to, have this, this growth opportunity to really start communicating one's needs, one's wants, and, really get into the astrology of things, so that you're understanding yourself more on a deeper level, so that y'all can really be that team, and really able to, let the light be shined upon, any anxieties or nervous or any conversation that's kind of just held back here. Y'all, that those are in partnerships, you're really gonna be able to communicate with each other and really listen, and hear each other out, and really let your heart pour out here. And also, there's an opportunity to really start, getting curious, or really just starting to understand the contracts. What are contracts? What makes a contract? So the collective can really be looking towards to start understanding contracts. And if not, they're going to start to feel the urge too, because we know that everything, in life is a contract. We sign contracts to come here. We, whether we, are consciously aware of it or not, we signing these different agreements, these different things. So, really coming into really letting the light be shined upon that. And, you start checking what we sign, or, really starting to learn what, real discoveries are in these different things. And also getting that somebody too is really going to surprise, one of their loved ones, or, is going to take a trip to, introduce, maybe the children and your loved one to your partner, or, vice versa. With this aspect here. And let's see what else you got. And at 9 degrees, 9 minutes. So both, yeah. So finally, I will say with Luna and Mercury here, this growth opportunity is just find a way to get creative, with, Sun being in Leo and Mercury's being in Leo. This is just finding ways, to get creative and enjoy yourself. Finding little things through your daily routine, or just finding little things at your home that you can do that can really just, spark something within you, or, just get the flame going. And I will yield for that Luna Mercury sextile growth opportunity. All right, I'm gonna just keep pushing it along here, and we've got the lovely Sunday here. Hey, this is a great day right here. Shout outs to nephew. All right. So we have the solar ingress here, so or sunrise. So once again, just get your shine on, man, and really let the children do their thing. Even if it might seem repetitive, or just let them enjoy themselves. Let them do what makes them happy, and even somehow within that, you'll be able to find something within yourself, it's like, hey, man, I used to like doing that too when I was younger. Just letting everybody shine and have some fun. And yeah, I think I'll yield for that. And just really enjoy this Sunday right here. There's no aspects, being made, but everything is still moving, but really just be able to, get outside and enjoy yourself, for those, that might barbecue or, have a get together, really just, really enjoying yourselves this Sunday. With your loved ones, with your little ones, with your partner, or even, having to get together at your place, or your neighbor might be having one. Just really do something to let everybody enjoy themselves. And I'll yield for that.
All righty. Gratitude indeed, my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased. I have the 25th July 2022. Sunrise, 0600 hours, 5 minutes, 13 seconds thereafter. All righty, for the solar ascendant conjunction there, all right? And that is taking place at 2 degrees. Leo, 28 minutes, with the sun ruling its own conjunction with the ascendant there. All right, so with that being said, we will say that what's being brought to the forefront there, guys, is us to be able to, don't allow your heart of communication to be so high-tempered. Allow yourself to relax, be calm, cool, and collected this day, and really allow your emotions to be spoken instead of felt tremendously, so that you can be able to allow, some beauty to come out, so that the fascination and denial that will take place, you actually acting out your emotions as opposed to communicating them, won't have to be so prevalent. The fascination and denial won't be so prevalent. You actually say what you feel instead of acting out what you feel. All right. With that, I yield my first testimony after that, day of Luna applying after that sextile to Mercury. It's applying and trying, and now it's finally trying to Saturn, happening before sunrise, just 27 minutes or so, 26 minutes, 47 seconds after 0000 hours, so after midnight. And we have Luna there in the second house at 23 degrees, Gemini 23 minutes. Trining Saturn is still within the astrological area in Aquarius at 23 degrees, Aquarius, 23 minutes retrograde. All right, so they'll be separating out of that trine very quickly, both of them going opposite, so to speak, as far as the directions, all right? One being sinister, one being dexter, so to speak, as far as its motion in the sky via perception. With that being said, sinister being left hand motion, dexter being right hand motion. With that being said, it's taking place both in the second and 11th houses. And again, these are 4 houses away from each other. So this is an overall home theme, dealing with the values that are shared already overall within the home. And that's really being able to go within and recalling those things, obviously, where we could possibly even feel that when it comes to how we share our transformative standing overall in the home and those fortunate values we would like to be able to communicate. What we'll probably feel is that we're, living a life over again. Like, man, I've been here before. I think I'm having a, long-term deja vu. So in a Groundhog Day kind of fashion, in terms of the motion picture Groundhog's Day, really allow yourself to bring forward the love. A lot of people are going to a lot of people that are finding the value in the essentials within the astrological area for themselves are really going to be able to communicate what they feel and really be able to fortunately yield or gain the yields necessary from the communication taking place. After this trine taking place, there is a quartile between the benefics, Venus and Jupiter. And that's taking place at approximately 0 to $200 in 13 minutes. So 0 to $200, 12 minutes and 54 seconds for the 20th of July, 2022 on Moon Day there. And this quartile between Venus and Jupiter is taking place again. Look, we have another 11th house and 2nd house kind of energy here. First one being trine, this one being square. So now we'll be able to get over the obstacles in how we really will allow ourselves to value things in the home and really allow ourselves to secure means successfully, and how we're going about to expand the ideals within the institution, how we're going to go about being able to allow the children to gain. So you guys may be finding that there are some disciplines that will take place that are not harsh. However, they will be a means to be able to allow some character building to take place. And that's how that's the testimony that I give pertaining to Venus, quartile, Jupiter. And I yield for that one. There's a lunar Neptunian quartile next. And that's happening just about 2 hours and 1 minute after that in the lunar void of course. So I have another void of course to give testimony for. All right. So with that being said, yeah, it's gonna be like 9 hours and 40 minutes of void of course after this aspect here. Moon is gonna square Neptune, and before she ingresses Cancer, 9 hours and 40 minutes later, she's gonna be void of course for those 9 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm not gonna want to make any major purchases, so I'm just gonna say, guys, do all your major purchases for Monday, all on Sunday. Allow yourself to travel, take advantage of Moon being sextile, Mercury's brother shine last delineated for the 23rd, and allow that energy where it's going to be eventually culminating trine to Saturn. Allow yourself to do all that transacting prior to midnight on the 25th. So also on the 24th, do all your transactions. Saturn's Luna's gonna trine Saturn 27 minutes after midnight. Just relax and think not to do any more transacting till after about 1354. All righty, and you'll see when we get there. So Luna squaring Neptune. All right, so this is taking place clearly. This is a 10th and 12th house situation, overall communication here, because they're 3 houses away from each other. So what's being communicated, the overall communication is how we're standing in how we're serving the relationship. All righty. How is our standing and how we're isolating ourselves within the relationship to be one that can, be an active member and how we're relating to others. And so we're allowing our subconscious mind to be able to, communicate effectively what we're thinking as we, isolate our thoughts and really allow our standing to, allow the fascination and now to not be as heavy, because the values that we'll be able to institute by, childhood hurts, some childhood traumas, and really expounding upon those will allow us to be able to reinstitute how we'll go about getting over the challenges between our subconscious mind and maybe some fears from our past, right? So those past fears, if they're communicated, it will allow ourselves to better serve others and how we stand in society, stand in our neighborhoods, things like that, and be able to serve others. So this will be one of those get over your fears. Everyone kind of falls the first time in a jump program type energy, or it's been past your first time, and it's where you're way past your fears, and you're going to take that quote unquote leap pertaining to faith. And I yield on that. But Luna goes void of course for 9 hours and 40 minutes. Then ingress Cancer, at 1300 hours, 53 minutes and 32 seconds. All righty. So 9 hours, 53 minutes, and 9 hours, 39 minutes, and 32 seconds later. Luna ingresses the sign in which is dominant, and it's an 8th house ingress, just like when Sol ingressed Leo. 8th house ingresses into their dominant sign for both the luminaries for this cycle that we're giving our diverse testimony for. And this is taking place 25th July 2022 on Moon Day, 1300 hours, 53 minutes, 32 seconds. This is where you can commence your transactions. However, transaction you may commence may be for someone else, or you may have to make a transaction and you really don't want to, but you may, owe someone something, possibly. So, or you may have to reimburse someone, or you may just be in a giving mood. Kind of, before didn't want to, but now it's like, no, I really don't mind giving. Very strong possibility that may be your means in transacting. It may be a possibility you didn't apply for a raffle, and someone may put you in a raffle at work, quote unquote, and you won the raffle. All right. That's where you'll begin making your major transactions. And I think this is where I yield the floor. Oh, really? Is that was what, Monday? Oh, okay, that was Monday. Okay, so this is you now, Brother Terrell. Okay, I'll take the control so you can do your thing. And I yield the floor to you, Brother Islam.
All right. So we're dealing with Tuesday, 26th of July, 2022, 1442. Sun's at 3 degrees Leo, 25 minutes. Yeah, so again, use your energy to create and be constructive, right? Use your energy for benefics. Kill off your lower self, identify your lower self and eradicate said lower self. Or control it, so to speak. It's same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much that energy here. You should start working out, maybe, if you don't. Yoga, maybe. Home gym, get you some resistance bands or something like that. Indeed. We can move on to the first aspect. So the moon is going to square Jupiter. Yeah, so right, moon is in Cancer, and Jupiter is in Aries. Jupiter is, conjunct Chiron a little bit. Jupiter's about to go retrograde though. So, however, it's very important with this energy to just really be mindful of what you identify as security, or what you deem secure, or how you may be content with certain things that may not be beneficial for you at all, based on how it looks. Like I said earlier, everything that glitters isn't gold, so to speak. So really just taking things for what they are rather than what they seem. Venus in Cancer. It's Venus in Cancer and Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is going to make you want to, be expansive and just go at whatever it is that you enjoy. However, Chiron is there, so you may want to be mindful of certain wounds that you may have, so you may not, repeat the same cycle. So this is really just, like Brother Hassan was saying earlier, it's like the time to remove the things that's ungainly to, shape your character effectively. Certain tensions within the home or within yourself may need to come out so you can really, identify with certain traumas or triggers that you may have that may, hinder your creative ability, so to speak, or certain, burning certain bridges that, are actually beneficial for you. So just really be mindful on how you react to things, and don't let your anger get the best of you, so to speak. Really speak your emotions. Brother Hassan was speaking on that earlier. Like really know what you're saying on why you're saying it, rather than just having it may seem like an outburst. Like really know why you're saying it, so you can articulate those emotions effectively. And be open to listening to Jupiter, the guru, right? It's like, that's teacher is a listener as much as it's a teacher. So really be open to listening rather than being so emotionally driven by, someone who you may think is a know-it-all, but they're actually, the only one actually helping. Islam, I yield. So then we're going to have the moon conjunct Venus, right? So it's like, you know what you really value, so to speak. It's in the 10th house. So you're going through a whole new reconfiguration of who you are, or who they told you you are versus who you are. So now there's this reality. You know who you are, and then you know who they told you are. So they told you were Negro, black, colored, and Ethiopian, African American, whatever. If you have this, then if you look like this. However, there's all nations have been into some sort of slavery based on dishonoring their forefathers. However, specifically, just knowing that you have been told a lie, and now you're shoveling yourself out of this avalanche of lies to basically stand up courageously for who you are. So now it's being emphasized with Venus and the moon in Cancer, because now it's like Mother Nature's testing you. Are you who you say you are, or are you just a figment of your imagination? Right? Literally. Because your status, who you are, how you stand, and articulate yourself when you're out in any situation, not just out in the world, behind the scenes too. Who are you for real? So that whole concept of life right now with Venus and Cancer and Jupiter and Aries conjunct Chiron is like we're really figuring out who we are and where we come from, and things that we've inherited and things that we may not really like. However, again, it's just best for us to really shape our character and get over the blame game and looking to point the finger and whatnot. We're taking accountability and responsibility with Venus and Moon. Well, Moon and Venus in Cancer, right? It's just pure determination and self-determination, self-accountability, and being sincere and honest with oneself, so to speak. Look at that. All right, moving on. Mercury's going to square Mars. Yeah, so this is, breathe, right? Utilize this energy to, write down your thoughts, write down how you feel, instead of being so moved by how you feel, so to speak.
Like that Q-tip song. Breathe the stop, for real.
No, for real, seriously.
Yeah.
Mars is in the 6th house, so yeah, work out. Work out. Do something outside of your routine, so to speak. Something that's very unique to you, so to speak. It could specifically astrology, gardening, maybe. But Mercury's squaring Mars, and Mercury's in the 9th. So yeah, some sort of philosophical thought. Could be reading a book, a book that you're reading. You could be taking notes on it. But yeah, whatever really ignites that inner child, you should, pretty much get into it and take it more serious. And just look at it as just a hobby, because it could be it's obviously a talent that you have, and you could, inspire someone to, utilize their talents. And then now there's a circular energy of everyone being who they are. Right. So yeah, just really getting connected and honoring what you've inherited, so to speak. Mercury and Leo, right? And children are inspiring. Children are definitely getting, people out of their comfort zones and getting ones to, be more self-sufficient rather than looking for handouts and whatnot. So then we got the moon is going to sextile Mars, right? And this is just, more determination and innovation. Mars is going to bring you the courage to, bring out the artistic ability that you may have. Mars and Taurus, Taurus is ruled by Venus. It's all beautiful arts, aesthetic. Again, gardening. Oh, excuse me. Anything, music, painting. So anything that's really, helpful to the inner child, so to speak. Really moving, moving the whole body. The moon is, motion, so to speak. It really gets you in your feeling, so to speak. So those things are being emphasized and acknowledged. Old school music, specifically like jazz or the blues, could be something that could be studied. Music could just be studied around this time specifically. But again, with the moon being in the sixth house with Venus, it's like, Brother Sean kind of emphasized it when he was saying being in the home and what's around the home, rearranging it, so to speak, and bringing some sort of different vibe to it, getting you some essential oils, maybe putting it on if you got carpet, put it on the carpet, vacuum that up, get all the aromas, the aromatherapy going, possibly. Just really definitely getting you some more essential oils. That's for sure. Bringing that aromatherapy to the home with Moon and Venus in the sixth house, and Mars in the third. Yeah, so poetry, artistic abilities, card games, maybe poker specifically. Could be just some competitive, intellectually stimulating games. Sudoku, maybe. And that's that Mercury and Leo energy too. But really just connecting to who your mother made. Who are you? That's that moon sextile Mars, right? What's your nationality? Who are thou? your Mars. What's your bloodline? Let me talk about that. Who's your mother? Z Moon. Yes. It's a lot. I yield. I think that's for that day. Moon's not gonna suck. It's to tomorrow. Oh yeah, I yield. Islam.
Islam. All righty. Sunrise. So just like this song right here. Get your shine on all Leo season. All right. Yeah, sunrise. So definitely breathe, stretch, really just connect to your heart, man. And what motivates you, what gets you going, when it pertains to, loving yourself and just loving humanity, all together, what gets you going. And I will get into the first aspect. We've got lunar Uranian sextile, another growth opportunity here. Man, I done had a few sextiles. I don't think I done had a. I ain't gonna say it because I know as soon as I do, I'm gonna have both of them back to back. All right, so yeah, this is for Wednesday. for the Mercury day, for our next great, awesome astro weather report here. All right. Let's see, where is Uranus? All right, there we go. All righty, so we have Luna there and the 12th. Man, not Luna in the 12th again? Interesting. Oh, no, there we go. Luna in the 1st. All right. All right, so we got Uranus there, 18 degrees in Taurus, 36 minutes in the 11th. All righty, and Luna, pardon me, in Cancer at 18 degrees, 36 minutes in the 1st. All right, so this is just a growth opportunity, wow, to really, value not only yourself, but what you stand on, when it comes to standing on your square, but also, to take that and really have a breakthrough, within your group, right? This is like, the friend groups here really, everyone really, some heartfelt conversations here, right? Everyone, just pouring their emotions out, not in a negative sense, but because, people are like, oh, you're emotional, there's nothing wrong with emotions because we all have them. What's wrong with it is to deny that we have emotions and ignore them. And then those lead to, situations and events to where all that could have been avoided here. So, this is just really pouring out yourself, being love and really sharing yourself, with your friend groups or even just on the internet here and really just letting things out so that, that you can relate to someone else because someone else might have, went through the same situation as you or is currently going through a situation that you went through that can really, learn from your experience so that they can have that breakthrough and, for the collective conscious, the collective awareness here, there's a real nice opportunity here to really, just change up on how you do things, on how you view things, that you can really expand upon, what might be like a limited viewpoint here, something that's keeping you stuck or you're kind of like afraid of the unknown here. So now you're able to, if you can't relate to those, relate to those at home, you can go to your friend groups or, go to, somewhere in the social media or just someone that you truly know and care about that won't, judge you for who you are, what you think, so that you can, have this conversation so that now you can, take a look within yourself and, have your transformation and breakthrough and continue just to, really keep going here and, but not doing it in a, and not a kind of like detrimental fashion, just taking your detrimental ways or just your drive here and really, working with the alchemy here and just transmuting that into something higher, more purposeful. With this Luna Uranian sextile here, really just allowing yourself to, look within your heart, look within your home and, just listening to mothers here, whether it's your own mother or even just tapping in with, mothers on the internet or just a collective, so that you can have a, so you can span your values here with this Luna and Uranus. And, just be ready for some sudden change. There might be something that comes up that shakes up the home. But, that saying, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So, if you're ready, expecting that something's going to come through and change the home for the good so that when it does happen, you'll be ready for it. And I will yield for that Luna Uranian sextile growth opportunity. So just some sudden changes and breakthrough at the home. All right, next we'll get into here on this lovely Wednesday. Y'all will be back with us next week for the best astro weather report here All right, so we have a Luna Neptunian trine here. All right, so we got Luna there in the 8th, and we've got Neptune there in the 3rd. All right, wow, another 8th house, 3rd house. All right, so this is just this is a self-transformation right here. You know, this is kind of like a coming out of what they say, you know, the dark night of the soul, or, you know, kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. So you really are able to just reflect upon yourself and within yourself, you know, to see what you have made it through, and just really able to deal with the truth and reality of things. You know, embracing any kind of wisdom that you have studied, or just from getting, you know, what they say, those downloads or just random thoughts here, you know, that comes to your mind, because you could just be out mowing the grass, or, you know, somewhere doing some spring cleaning, or just, you know, even reading a book, and then, you know, something's going to strike you. That's like, you know what? I had thought about that, or I had kind of been waiting to get clarity for that. So this is definitely some clarity clearing moments here with this Luna Neptunian trine here. You know, this is opportunity, you know, to really have a conversation, you know, kind of also getting that, you know, somebody, them and their siblings are gonna, you know, put their finances together, or just the collective whole home, you know, is really gonna be about, you know, fixing the home, you know, really being that self-government the home. So taking their resources, taking their knowledge, and, you know, really putting all that into, you know, something more effective here. You know, really taking and embracing each other's lessons, and so that you can have a breakthrough here, so that you can really be able to expand upon the home and what you would like to see for yourself in your home, and also for your mother and your children here. You know, we got Saturn, you know, kind of, you know, ruling over that 3rd house with Pisces, Luna, you know, Pisces, Virgo, interception there, but Saturn's still in the 2nd. So, you know, in retrograde. So you're really able to start, you know, learning about astrology, learning about yourself, so that you can have a change of values. You know, learning about some history, some civics and jurisprudence, so that you can really start having a different look at things from what you know, have, what you was taught, and what your mother was taught, and what your grandmother was taught. You know, I'm really able to start, you know, removing all those past limitations, and really making way for the new, for the future, for the better. You know, this is like a paying it forward type aspect here with Luna and Neptune. And I will yield for the Luna Neptunian trine here. Get into the next one. All right, so we got a lunar Plutonian reflection. So Jack, you want to do this? You want to do another 6th house? All righty, so we've got you know, Luna at 27 degrees, so she will definitely be void of course after this aspect here. And we still got Pluto and Capricorn, you know, in retrograde here. So this is just you know, taking the time to really slow things down and just reflect, you know, when it comes to, you know, like how you like to organize. I'm also getting to, somebody's about to find something. Somebody's going to clean and organize their home, and they're going to find something they've been looking for, or they're going to go through their journal and, you know, find something. It's like, hey, wow, I forgot all about this, and I just stumbled across this. With that, and also, you know, just take it easy for those, you know, that be on the job here, you know. This is going to be a time to where, you know, you could be quick to speak and say things. So, you know, and just don't let, you know, titles, you know, don't let titles make you feel a kind of way just because, you know, they're a manager or they're a general manager. You know, that doesn't make them, you know, any more important or better than you, because we're all equal here. right? And we got Saturn in the first too. So yeah, really just really take a look at yourself, because there is some a shedding here, kind of like a snake shedding its skin. There's a transformation, but in order really to see how you've grown and step into the next level, you have to just see where you came from. Like Brother Jag was saying, who are you? Whether that's on the job, whether at the home, or whether it's kind of like a words of Brother Corey, a public private reflection. Yeah, Saturn, being the final dispositor for the 12th here, still in that first house. It's like a kind of like you passed the test here. If you stayed resilient and stayed true to who you are and what you're doing, it's like, hey, the test passed. You've been stamped, right? And really able to really go to the next level. And with this aspect here, and
I thought it was rather interesting that your last it's and the only transits for the 27th is Luna dominant in Cancers, making a sextile twin Earth sign based planet in transit Uranus. Then it goes from sextile trine to Neptune in water, and then it goes reflection back to Earth. So from water it goes Earth, water, Earth, all on Wednesday. The only 3 transits, and in order pertaining to the planetary order. Look, Uranus, Neptune. So, I mean, like, I can't make it up.
No, definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? It literally happens in order, right? So it's like, wow, as Luna is transiting Cancer, as it hits 18 Cancer, boom, sextile to Uranus. As it hits 25 Cancer, boom, trine to Neptune. As it hits 27 Cancer, boom, reflecting Pluto. Very, very interesting to see and to hear you give testimony on it too. And then, yes, Luna does go void of course, where you will continue on next AstroWeather report. And that void of course, I think it's for like 5 hours and 42 minutes. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think it's like 5. Let's see. Because it goes void of course. Where you at? 2054, and then it moves into hey Leo at 0236. So, so 42. So yeah, about 6 hours, 42 minutes. Somewhere roughly around there, 42. Yeah.
It's 6 hours, 42 minutes. Got you.
Or let's see, be 5 hours, 42 minutes.
All right, cool. So 5 hours, 42 minutes, void of course. So yeah, you made. So this is the last transit for Wednesday, and people make no transactions until after 0236 on the 28th, which Brother Benjamin will be then. It'll be our beloved Brother Benjamin, giving his diver testimony for coming in after the 5 hour and 42 minute void of course. And he'll give his diver testimony for lunar ingressing Leo. All righty, for the 28th. And then right after that, it'll be a new moon. Right. And Mercury quite a few transits this cycle too, and it'll be making its third to Uranus square, if I'm not mistaken, on the 28th also. So this is just, there's some very interesting transits to just look at, man. Like wow, it's pretty interesting. And especially to see how, you know, Brother Sean closed out Wednesday with just Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, all right, look at that. You know, let's take a look at that. So anyhow, I am going to stop the screen share here. Right? It's pretty interesting. Let's hit the screen. I'm going to go and update the website. And send out emails tomorrow. Send emails tomorrow. Right? So with that being said, let's go on over here. Alrighty, so 7HealStar.com. Welcome to 7HealStar.com. Subscribe now to receive free weekly gifts and study materials directly to your inbox. Alrighty. And you guys can just click subscribe there and join our email list. You will be disappointed not. Alrighty, so you guys already know, you click on the 7-day traffic medical astro weather report. I know, right? Look, it says from the 30th June to the 6th. Hey, look, you guys just gave testimony for the 21st. Well, guys, actually, if you just press play there, right? And again, you don't even have to go to the YouTube, right? But if we hit pause, you see right there at the bottom, it generates our most recent videos also. However, I will make sure I go and update the website so you guys can continue to see what it is that we do and us having full control over what it is that we do. And providing you guys these things here. I want to make sure I go and check those parameters pertaining to the website for music so you guys can just easily just download the music straight from us. And if you can't get it from the website, you know, there's always, you can DM us a message. We'll get your, you know, your email. We can exchange via Cash App or PayPal, and then we'll email you the song. I mean, that's where I'm at. You know, all that middleman and, you know, distribution, whatever. We're making it, and you can cop it straight from us. Pardon me. You may transact an elementary tuition for the proper sonar treatments. Respectfully, right? So that we can allow ourselves to check out the LeBron James Mental Magician report that Brother Sean has constructed there for you guys to check out, to encourage you to get one for yourself, right? So you guys can check that report. It's a 19-page PDF there. Imagine it being you that he's constructing the report for. All righty. Whereas we're all certified to construct reports. It's just that Brother Sean's like, hey man, I'm gonna do report construction. Hey, go and run with that, man. He's also got one for Dr. Dre also. All right. As an example for you guys to see. Oracle Tarot Pool for all 12 signs is an example there also when Mars is transiting Capricorn. All right, for you can see an example pertaining to that work. First Mental Magician report he presented was on Kendrick Lamar. You guys can go and check that out. Very interesting read. All righty. Go and click that home button there. And you guys know we are all 7HealStar.com astrology. All righty. That courtesy of Astro Charts, we have posted a free Astro Chart calculator on 7HealStar. And I know you guys are thinking like, whoa, hey, you know, why would you do that? And you're, you know, looking for people to get readings. And I mean, hey guys, sign up for your Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions, period. All righty. Make sure you get your hands on the literature. I'm going to do some presentations more on the literature so you guys can see that. You know, I'm starting to really just pay attention to the behavior, you know, online, right? As we pay attention to the transits every cycle. And it's becoming a lot more easier to look at, right? You guys know you can get your hands on the calendar, which one we just shared. Alrighty, you guys can get your hands on the Little Star Seeds AstroLiteracy set for the Alamos Night tuitions that they are. The free downloads are the annual Perfection Cycle Study Sheet, the 7HealStar Astro Study Poster, the 7HealStar Zodiacal Releasing Dimensions / Cycle Study Poster. Those three are freely downloadable. And you have the 1 hour virtual Reiki session Brother Sean's been presenting on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Diverse videos pertaining to different Reiki questions, and you guys having either frequently asked questions and or concerns that he's answering. Jupiter and Saturn return reports, solar return reports, and reading past, present, future. Also, it's being offered by Brother Sean. Heliocentric reading and the Cancer summer solstice cleanse. All right. Online appointments. All righty, guys. You know that the reason why we do Wednesdays for your personal, right? For your very own full year 7HealStar Astro calendar and transit report. You guys will get a calendar, all right, as well as the transit reports also. All right. For under 50 cents per day. However, you guys can get your hands on that. Also, guys, for your Mirror Astro Literacy session, 153 units in lieu of lawful money for the elementary tuition. All right, you guys will not be disappointed at all. I look forward to you scheduling your Mirror Astro Literacy session. The follow up to that is the Who Am I and What's My Purpose, where I go into progressions. All righty. And it being a mirror session there, it would actually escalate from 111 to the 153 in lieu of lawful money, which is a separate session. Soon I will probably be changing the title of the Who Am I and What's My Purpose, but I'll leave it there with the option for progression to add that. And the difference, of course, being 42 units in lieu of lawful money in the Alamos Night tuition. Brother Terrell Zamari Bay with the Jaguar Solar Mirror Astro Literacy session. Also, 153 units in lieu of lawful money for the session. Also, Brother Corey Bay with the Astro Core Mirror Astro Literacy session. 153 units in lieu of lawful money is the Alamos Night tuition also. And as said before, the Mental Magician report. And as promised, to go to the value that it is really at least worth 150 units in lieu of lawful money. You will not be disappointed at all. Look forward to you all enjoying getting that for yourselves. You will see why even the session, increasing even from the 90. I know, like, well, what was 60? Well, what was 60 was, you sending us some things. And it's like, oh, hey, I have a vocal. Some things like that. But they're going to have a more of a structured menu because I think you guys want to start hearing our sound font development treatments. And when you hear the sound font development treatments, you're going to be like, you know what? Wouldn't mind working with those brothers, right? And you see the 1 hour remote Reiki sessions Brother Sean is offering also through 7HealStar.com, the 2 hour session also, the Virgo and in-depth natal reading. All right, and get more on that. As you can see, the Astrological Tarot and Oracle spread there also by Brother Sean, and the Solar Return reading there also. All righty. So you guys can get tons and tons and tons. And guys, we're building this while we're flying it. So it's going to be more to come. And do not forget, we already have classes archived, all righty, that you can get your hands on. And really within the Astrology 101 workshop, there's a treat that a lot of people will find out that some got access to some ways, some didn't get access to. It all depends on how sincere you are and how people go about getting the access. However, like as I said before, what we will do is make sure you guys have everything that it is, pardon me, stretching, having everything that you need. And guys, make sure you go and get your hands on, your device and go and check out 7HealStar.com for yourself. Check out these classes, guys. You can, hey, let me get my hands on that. The first Prophet Noble Drew Ali University is within the Astrology 101 workshop. So you get your hands on that. If you're sincerely interested in the first astrology workshop that's been archived, then you can get your hands on that there. And then the other 2 and 3 are here, going from right to left. 2 and 3 already are there also for Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. You guys can check out all the other workshops also. Very interesting, very fun to have, had shared with you all, and still sharing with you all. However, just shared it with my bros and those that participated that aren't currently with us either, So with that being said, any questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would say not.
Oh, indeed. Oh, that computer must have did its thing again back there. What it is. All right. So with that being said, guys, always remember to be yourselves and right? To whatever cause you may choose to donate to. However, to 7HealStar.com, of course. And because, guys, what you'll see is we're just going to continue to keep doing the work, doing what we see is best, because we have our eyes firmly on what we see in our hearts. Prophet Noble Drew Ali and in my heart of hearts, Caliph Charles Mosley Bay has presented. And it's not ambitious in the sense that it's off-putting. It's really not off-putting. And we see that it takes a considerable amount pertaining to consistency. That's what I see. Consistency is what's necessary. So no more questions, comments, and or suggestions. My beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, I am going to yield the floor. I thank you all so much. I'm going to say my namaste and get to all of this post-production work and for websites and music, right? And guys, we really look forward to seeing you Friday for the impromptu improv with Brother Benjamin Bay and whatever other brothers show up, So with that being said, namaste to you all. Islam. Peace.
Shalom.